Do you know who I am? I'm Karen Stacy. I have my own talk show. You can come to my talk show anytime. We have Coffee Talk with Karen every weekday at 11 a.m. And we have Real Talk with Karen Stacy every Tuesday at 8 p.m. It's not your mama's talk show. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you follow. Make sure you subscribe. And let's have some fun, baby. You can find us on all social media platforms. Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Periscope, and on MiamiMikeRadio.com. Testing. Is this mic working? You better believe it is. I'll see you guys soon.
Honey, what time is it?
It's Coffee Talk with Karen. Leave me the fuck alone. Hi. It's Coffee Talk with Karen. Do you know who I am? I'm Karen Stacy. I have a talk show. Hi, it's Coffee Talk with Karen. Now leave me the fuck alone. Hey, it's Coffee Talk with Karen. Leave me the fuck alone.
Good morning. How are you? All right, let me see if I can get this lighting better over here. Good morning, everybody. What's today? Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Oh boy, Gina, are you the only one? I see you here, Gina. Good morning. And you are tagging everybody out. I don't know. I haven't been on in a couple of days. I would have thought that, I would have had more people on here ready and waiting for this conversation. Of course, I am a total spaz, and it says 11 p.m. instead of 11 a.m. But this is what happens when you try to do 6 things at once. So my apologies for that, because at 11 p.m., nobody wants to hear my mouth. They probably don't want to hear it at 11 a.m. either, but it's a better time than 11 p.m. because I don't know about you, but I don't make a lot of sense at 11 p.m. Although I know a lot of you guys are like night owls, and a lot of people, we got DJs and everything that are on at that time. But like I want to go in hard today. I don't know if I scared people away, but right now I have 6 people watching, and I will just like tune off right now because that's ridiculous. So you need to help me out by sharing out the video, tagging your friends. I don't see Carmela on here to help. I don't see Alyssa or Tamara on here. I see Gina is being amazing and sharing out the videos and tagging people in. I need your help to do that. Who else did I see on here? Laura, good morning, Laura, and thank you. I saw what you wrote, and I am truly humbled. I appreciate that. Hi, Tom. Good morning. How are you? Where is everybody? What's today? Today's Wednesday, right? Yeah, today's Wednesday. Yeah, I mean, God, I haven't seen you guys since Thursday, right? I took off Friday. Monday we're doing, for anybody that is new here, I've been taking off weekends, meaning Monday and Friday, and I've been doing the show Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I didn't do the show yesterday because sometimes you have to, well, not sometimes, but you should always practice what you preach. Need anything from Costco? Yes, Billy, I need a lot of stuff from Costco. Are you going to drive it over here too? Thankfully, we have Instacart for that, right? So I follow my own advice. So I didn't come on yesterday, and one of my dear friends, said you can't pour from an empty cup. And I was like, wow, that's my words right here. I'm off today, tuning in between getting ready for an appointment. Good morning, Diane. How are you? Can you guys help me out? Share this out to groups. I'm not sure where everybody is this morning. Good morning, Giselle. Share this out. Share it out. Share it out. Share it out. We need to get more people on here because I got, I want to talk about some stuff that most people don't want to freaking hear or want to talk about. And it's, it's too fucking bad. So let's share out the video, share it out, because I hate to try to get a message out there and not have people here to hear it. Good morning, Jimmy. How are you? Hi, Lisa G. How are you? Anybody that is on, please say good morning. Please help me out by sharing the video, tagging your friends. I see the numbers are starting to move. So thank you. You guys are doing great. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. I probably should have gone live on Instagram too, which I did not do. Maybe I should do that too. What the hell? Of course, I forget how to do this because I'm a spaz. Let's see. I think I go to this. Let me see. That wasn't right. Live. Okay. Live. Checking connection. Let's see if I get it. All right. I think I did it. Okay. Michael Stamos, good morning. How are you? Let's go. Come one, come all. Let's go. Everybody pile in, pile in. I don't want to repeat myself today. It's very funny because I don't really know, things just kind of fall in your lap, right? It's there, just got alert. Okay, thank you. Sometimes things they fall into your plate, right? And you never really know. I think as we get older and life changes, we have new callings in life. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but I think that, we have different callings as time goes by because life hands us different things. And now we have to figure out what to do with them, right? So I had the past couple of days since I haven't been with you guys, I'm going to tell you straight up, have been like hard, real freaking hard. And I didn't come on yesterday, like I said, because I couldn't pour from an empty cup. And I'm not going to come on and not, if you're going to talk about something, you got to talk about it and you got to make a difference, right? And sometimes people, I think, use social media or their own platforms, and don't take this the wrong way, but like to feel sorry for themselves, right? Misery loves company. And so people are, a lot of people in life are looking for attention, which I get, right? Because we're all living beings and we all want attention. And some of us will do crazy things to get that attention, right? I am not one of those people. My life is already accessorized enough that I don't need to go out there to get more because wait, there's more. There's always more, right? So yesterday, I'm going to be honest with you. I teetered back and forth. I said, I don't know whether or not I should go on or not. And then I said, a lot of times when I go on and I'm just straight up raw and real, people appreciate it. But then I said to myself, you know what? You're not where you need to be. And you're not going to put that energy out there to people because, yes, it will make people realize that you are not the only one going through something. But I don't want to share my sorrows. I want to share maybe my struggles so that people realize that they aren't alone. And that's a funny thing, right? That's a funny thing because we really are alone if you think about it. No one's going to do it for you. And I don't know, I guess I'm just like that hopeless romantic, and I just always think that my knight in shining armor is going to come and he's going to save me. And there is no, I mean, I had my husband who was my knight in shining armor, but the truth of the matter is that no one's saving you. The only person that can save you is you. And how do you save yourself when you don't even know where to start? How do you do it? You do it. So it was funny because I was talking to one of my girlfriends and she's a doer, right? So she's always doing 100 freaking things, right? And I don't think I'm that motivated. I think I'm borderline lazy with a lot. And I say to her, how the hell do you do that? She's up at like the crack of dawn and she's doing shit all day. Now, a lot of you out there are like that. Okay. Now, I can't do that because I need my downtime. A lot of people need to constantly be busy because when you're constantly busy, you're not thinking, right? But the problem with not thinking is that you're never processing what's happening, you're avoiding it. So I have a lot of friends that always have to have a project. They always have to have something to do because if they don't have something to do, they don't know what to do with themselves. Now, if that's how you function and by staying on a course, then it enables you to function, then I get that. But you can't do it to avoid. I said to my son yesterday, well, sometimes you just need to get out of your own head. So I asked him, how do you get out of your own head? You know, I think about all these things because even though I have a plethora of problems that have been thrown upon me, I also know that it's all about perspective. And that's what I try to do, right? I try to give you all a different perspective. So this weekend, Monday, we quote unquote celebrated the life of my husband. And it's 7 years now. And he was taken from us at 43 years old. So, you know, my son looks in other people's windows, right? And he sees a mom and he sees a dad. And then he sees him and his dad was taken from him. And then he sees the things that go on in some of these families. And I say to him, you're looking through a window. You don't know. So I said to him, I realize that it sucks that your father is not here with you. But even though you and I were always close, now we have an unbreakable bond. And that's more than a lot of children have. Now, am I saying that other people are bad parents and I'm the best? Absolutely not. I ain't getting Mother of the Year anytime soon. But I will say that I didn't check out because of him. And I'm gonna be straight up honest with you, every one of you that are sitting there and have gone through fucking hell and back because people write to me, people say things to me. And a lot of times I say, maybe I share too much. And you know what? I don't really care because I'm transparent. And if something that I say or do inspires somebody and keeps them hopeful, then it's worth it. And I said to my son, I understand and I know it sucks, but let's think about what we do have and let's not think about what we don't. So, so one of our listeners, I think it was Lala, who hasn't been on for a while, she had said that if you're so full with gratitude, you don't have time for depression or something like that, right? So it's difficult to show gratitude when your life just flipped upside down and backwards, right? What are you supposed to say? Oh, thank you for bringing me to my knees, I really love it here. No, but you have to realize that life is a journey that we're going to go on, and we can't keep waiting for somebody to save us. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want my big, strong knight in shining armor to come. And I know he's here, but he can't save me. I have to save myself. And the only thing that another amazing human can do in my life is just make me a better me by supporting me. So that's what my husband always did. My husband always supported me no matter what. And he made me be better than I ever thought I could be because he believed in me. I do my best to believe in people. And I've put myself into some really bad situations because I believe in people. And I supported them, even though they probably didn't deserve it. And I've put myself into compromising positions to do that. But why do I do that? Because I think everybody needs a cheerleader. Everybody needs somebody that believes in them. Everybody needs somebody that makes you remember who you are. Because you know what? I'm telling you, you have no idea the people that I come around and the people that talk to me. And I listen to everybody. And I learn so much. And if you just listen, and don't get me wrong, I talk a lot too, obviously. But if you just listen, it's amazing what you will learn. But everybody is so hell-bent on their situation, on their trials and tribulations, that they can't step outside of themselves to listen to somebody else. And guess what? The universe puts people in our paths for a reason. It's not just a fucking coincidence that I have, you know how many widows I have that follow me on here? Is it a coincidence that they came across me? No. But I do. I have that. I have a lot of people that send me messages and that talk to me and that say you've inspired me. And even if they aren't a widow, maybe it was just somebody that lost somebody. And you know what? Maybe they're struggling too. But everybody acts like, everybody's good, right? Because nobody wants to hear anything differently. When somebody asks you, how are you? They don't give a fuck how you are. They're just doing it because maybe they were raised that way. And they say, oh, how are you? Oh, okay. How are you? I mean, that's it. It's just cordial. It's not really, I care how you are. And to be honest with you, I don't know a lot of people that actually ask how somebody is. I said to my girlfriend a couple of times, we're texting and I go, are you guys good? And she's like, yeah, why? I go, well, because I care and I want to know if you're okay. Like, what's up? Are you good? And she's like, yeah, like she was almost like, okay, wait, what happened? Why would she ask me if I was good? Right? Because we take for granted that so many people don't really care how we are. And it's not that they don't care, but they can't get out of their own heads to look at somebody else, right? I give you examples, right? I had a horrible night on Friday. And it was almost 7 years to the day that I ended up back in the same scenario with the police and the ambulance. And I was back in the same ER that I left my husband in 7 years ago. My son's best friend, I call him my second son, had an asthma attack. And I was responsible for him. Luckily, it was not bad, but it brought up, I mean, every freaking emotion that I thought I handled or pushed down or whatever the hell I thought I did with it, right? Because there I am again. And my son says, I can't, I'm not going to let this happen again. Meaning he wasn't going to lose anybody else, right? So you try to go to sleep at night and tell me how you feel after you relive your fucking nightmare, right? And your child relives his nightmare. And now he's old enough to think he could do something, right? So life hands you these things. And what do you do with them? Where do you put them? How do you process them? I don't know. I literally, Monday was, the 7 years. I woke up in the morning and my soul just hurt. And one of my friends called me to check up on me. And a lot of you guys sent me messages and stuff, which I greatly appreciate. And I said, I don't know what to do with myself. I wanted to jump out of my own skin. Anybody ever feel that way? Like you want to jump out of your own skin? I can't describe it any other way, but it's like you stand up, you sit down, you go over here, you go over there. Nothing you do changes it, right? I just want to get out of my own skin. So you know what I did? I threw on my headphones and I said, you know what? Just start walking. I said, you don't have to run, just start walking and you need to do this because you need to do something healthy for yourself today. Because I knew I was going to drink until I couldn't feel anymore. And I knew I had to get through that day. And I've learned that you need to do what you need to go do to get from point A to point B. Again, not advocating for anybody to become an alcoholic or anything like that by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just saying that you need to know, you have to figure out what you need to do to get from point A to point B. So I worked out that day for like an hour. And I told myself, you don't have to run. You don't have to do whatever. And I start and I'm walking. My girlfriend's on the phone with me and I'm just like, okay, I'm walking. Okay, Karen, you got out of the house. You're doing good. And then all of a sudden, the walk turned into a run. And, 10 minutes turned into an hour. And in my head, I said to myself, I don't want to stop doing this because once I stop doing this, that means the rest of my day is going to happen, right? So if I just keep running or walking or whatever it is, I don't have to deal. I don't have to face the rest of it. Okay, so something's happening on Twitch, but that's okay. So I was exhausted after I finished, but I felt good that I did something positive for myself, right? And it got me out of my own head for some time. And then I did have to obviously deal with the rest of my day. I did the same thing yesterday when I thought I was going to be able to do the show yesterday. And I realized that I was not in the right place to do the show. I was so exhausted yesterday. And to be honest with you, I don't cry. And I couldn't everything was just coming out. Right. And so I said, okay, you need to go exercise. You need to go and do something. So I did. And I did the same thing. And I just kept going and going and going because I couldn't make what I was feeling stop. But again, I'm talking about taking a negative and turning it into a positive. Okay. So did I was I in negative behavior on Monday? I mean, yes. I mean, I did my run and my walk, and I told myself, you need to do the right thing here. You need to do your best to clear your head. You need to do your best to be as good as you can be today. Your son needs you. You need to do this. And I did pretty good. And then I watched the clock until it was time for me to be able to have a drink, because I was going to rip off my own skin. So needless to say, it was a very draining day. And yesterday, like I said, I woke up and you would have thought that, I was in a war battle. And it took me a good portion of the day to regain myself. So Saturday, I was the same way. After the emergency room episode and everything it brought up, I had to talk to my son for hours, and just try to talk him through that. And it ain't easy, because I don't know about you guys, but not all of us have people that can talk us through it. I'm fortunate to have certain people in my life that are there. But again, no one is going to save you. Even if somebody is there, they ain't saving you. So anybody that's sitting there waiting and blaming their life on someone else is never going to get to the other side. It's not your husband's fault. It's not your wife's fault. It's not your grandmother's fault. It's not your kid's fault. It's not whatever. Yes, maybe they started certain things, right? Maybe if they weren't the way they were, it wouldn't affect your life a certain way. Maybe all of those things. But in the end, who is it that is responsible for your own happiness? Who is it that is responsible for your own growth? Who is it that has to be accountable for themselves and their own actions? It's you. So if you are fortunate enough to have even one person that is your cheerleader, one person that is there for you, then God bless you. And some of us don't even have that, right? But we have ourselves. And so, believe it or not, I keep talking about inner dialogue, right? If you change the inner dialogue, my son had the same inner dialogue with himself that I did, feeling like he doesn't fit in, feeling like he's the one that's on the outside. I said, we need to change that. You are the one everybody wants to be around. If you feel like you're the one that nobody wants to be around, guess what? The universe says, oh, okay, they don't want anybody around them. So is it confusing? Yes. Is it hard to change your inner dialogue? Yes. Is it harder to change it when you've been conditioned to think a certain way about yourself? Abso-fucking-lutely. If somebody tells you enough, you're too much. I'll use myself as an example. You're too much. You know what? You don't always have to say everything that you're thinking. It's none of your business. It's this, it's that. You listen after a while, you hear it. And you know what? My inner self says, I don't really give a shit what they think at this point, because I say things, and guess what? Maybe it won't make a difference. But when I was in therapy, I remember my therapist used to say to me, I will say the same thing until it penetrates. I got to come in this way. I got to come in this way. I got to come in underneath. I got to go over. I got to come, because eventually those words will finally hit. Right? Look at the people that talk about, I got to go on a diet. I got to go on a diet. I got to go on a diet. I hate myself. I got to lose weight. I got to lose weight. And then you see them, on social media eating like a sundae or whatever. And they say, whatever I do, I can't lose weight. Okay. Well, I could find one thing that maybe would work better than that. But you know what? They never lose the weight, and they never do it until they are ready. And that's them saying, I am going to make a change. And something somewhere hit them and they said to themselves, I am no longer going to live this way. And no one can make that decision for you but you. If you call up my ex that was an alcoholic, I called up these treatment centers to try to get him help, and they want to hear from them because they need them to be the ones that say, yes, I have a problem. Yes, I need to do something with it. You can't do it for them. You can support them. You can grab them by the hand or the throat and say, you're going, but you can't do that for them. They have to do it themselves. So again, if you're waiting for somebody to save you, you are going to fucking die miserable and alone because no one is saving you. And for those of you that want somebody to save you, you have to save yourself. And it's the hardest thing in the world to do because if you allow your life to be in the grasp of another, then you will never truly live because no one is saving you. No one's going to do it for you. Like my girlfriend said, well, the clothes ain't going to wash themselves. So I got to do it if I want clean clothes, right? And, it's a really simple thing if you think about that, right? Like, oh, wow, that's true. That, the clothes aren't going to clean themselves, right? So we got to wash those clothes. And if you don't do it, who's going to do it? Maybe you're fortunate. Maybe you live with somebody and maybe they'll do it. Who's going to do it? So maybe people don't want to hear this because they want to continue to blame others for where they are in their life. I told you guys this once before. When Noah was in school, he lost his dad when he was 5, and that was in August. In September, he went into first grade. And they did a lesson. I remember Noah came home and I saw it, and it was the family tree. So that was kind of raw and fresh, right? So I saw it and he's going through it and I see him and I go, okay. I realize that there's one person that's not on here that's a really big person, but you have, your grandparents, you have mommy, you have your uncles, you have your cousins. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot, besides our immediate, we really don't have people around us, but it's not the point. The point is that, yes, I recognize that there is one person missing, but you have all these other people that are still here and that still love you. And unfortunately, life doesn't give you a free pass just because you lost your father. Now, I didn't say that to him, but I said, you still have so much. So the teacher said to me, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have given him that. I said, absolutely not. You should have given that to him. But maybe while you taught the lesson, you could have kept him right next to you and given him a little bit extra attention and love during that time. But we don't get a free pass. When the mortgage company called me and said, your mortgage is going to be late. And I said, well, I don't even know what account. I don't even know how I'm paying this. They said, well, I'm so sorry for your loss, but you have 3 days and then you're going to be in default. And that's life. 3-day grace period. That's what I always say. You get 3-day grace period and that's freaking it. After the 3 days, all the people, because after a while, nobody's going to check up on you anymore. The food don't get sent to your house no more. Nobody's checking to see if you're alive because everybody got their own life. You got 3 days that you're going to have people by your side and that people may indeed want to work with you and help you. After that, guess what? Sink or swim. And I say this to you as somebody that has been sinking and can't swim, and here I stand. So my message today is that no one's going to save you. My message today is that you can save yourself. Okay. Remember, a body in motion tends to stay in motion. A body at rest tends to stay at rest. Well, Karen, why are you quoting Newton's law, right? Because you have to propel yourself into it. If you talk to a therapist, right? Let's say in a marriage or a relationship, right? And you don't have a sex life. You know what the therapist tells you to do? Have sex. Well, thank you, Einstein. I don't have the desire to have sex. So how am I supposed to do that? Well, fake it, do it, and get your body used to it. And eventually it will become second nature to you. People don't want to exercise. What do? You do it. Walk around the block. Start there. Do it again. Do it again. Okay, great. There we go. Right? Your house is a mess. Find a room. Pick a room. Start somewhere. Put your shit away. Throw it out. Do something. I mean, and I'm guilty of all of these things, okay? And, but you have to start somewhere. And then once you get yourself into that, hopefully it will stay. Now, the results are key. So what do I mean by that? I mean, if you're working out and you're not seeing results, then you're not going to continue to do it because you're like, well, screw this. I could be sitting on the couch. I look the same anyway, right? So instead of going, screw this, I look the same, I'm going to give up. How about saying, well, maybe I'm not doing the right workout. Maybe I need to push myself harder. Maybe I need to stop eating the foods that I'm eating. Maybe I need to push, right? So you have to start somewhere, and then you have to continue to challenge yourself, because life is death without an adventure. So push yourself. How much further can you get? And if it's 1 second longer than you walk, then you're in a good place. People must also be kind to themselves, okay? I am very kind to myself now. Do I hold myself accountable for everything? And am I hard on myself? Too much, yes. But you know what? I recognize that I'm trying. And anybody that doesn't see that, that's okay. And I keep trying. So going back to what I was saying with the therapist, where you got to come in this way, that way, this way, that way. People will say to me, Karen, why do you even bother? Like I'm talking to, this one or that one. Why do you even bother? They don't listen. They don't change. Nothing's going to change. And I said, because I'm not okay with that. At least if I try, maybe one word I say will penetrate and it will make a difference, because some of these things are life and death. And especially when it comes to children, I will not keep my mouth shut no matter what, because I see that sometimes that one thing you say and do can make a difference, because it might be the right word. It might be the right something that will make a change. And I have people that say to me, my father was just saying it to me the other day, Karen, why did you even bother when you already knew what the outcome was going to be? I said, because I can't sleep at night if I at least don't try. At least I tried to make a difference. And if I don't make a difference, I'll keep trying, because I think eventually you can make a difference. And that's why I say to all of you every single day, tomorrow is not promised. Don't be an asshole today. Be humble, be kind, because you never know what someone else is going through. Even when we did, so what I do on Mondays, I'll be all right. What I do, on the anniversary of my husband's death is, he died by the water. in our happy place. And I what I do is we now do flowers, and we throw we play two of his favorite. We play Paradise City because I really hope that's where he is, and Simple Man because that's what he was, right? And we all stand there, we say a prayer for him, and we never forget. And we all throw, and right about the time that he passed, we all throw flowers into the water. Now why did I just bring that up? I'm sorry, there's like text messages going on that are distracting me. So where was I going with that? Why did I even just tell you that whole scenario? Wow, that's bad. See what happens? I got really distracted. It'll come back to me. Wow, that's really pissing me off right now that I just totally forgot where I was going with that. And I'm sure if I read the comments, you'll probably let me know because you were paying more attention than me. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I got it now. Okay. So again, I invite everybody that's there, and even outsiders can come if they want to celebrate or whatever, pay respect, right? So I'm not going to lie to you guys. By the time we go to do it, I am gone. I've exited the premises. I put tequila in my veins, my throat, everywhere. And I just need to get through it. Again, I'm not saying that I'm right. So please do not go out and start drinking and say, well, Karen does it, so I can do it. No, I'm just being straight with you and I'm being real. So the things that you remember and the things that hit you, I was handing flowers out to everybody that was walking down to the water. So there are some people that never even knew my husband. There were some people that knew him. And so people pay their respects. People are there to support and show love. And the people you least expect are the ones that come over to you and hug you. They're the ones, somebody said to me, is it okay? Can I hug you? And I was talking about this with a friend of mine, and they said after they just lost a family member, the people that you think are going to be there for you aren't. And the people you least expect are the ones that stand up and are there. So this is the reason why we cannot expect anything from anybody. But we can be grateful for what we have. And I said to my son, as the years go by, it thins out some, and the people that you thought were going to be there aren't. And I say to him, just look around, because whoever is here, those are your people. So don't worry about who wasn't there. Not worry, but concentrate on the people that were. So being kind, being there, being present, validating somebody's feelings, validating their pain, you will never understand what it will do for a person. So if it kills you to be kind, then I don't know who and what you are. Don't get me wrong. You got to set boundaries, and I could be the biggest bitch you'll ever meet in your life. But before you see the bitch, I'm going to do what I'm going to do to try to help you. And if you fuck with me, then you're going to see a different person. And even then, you won't see that person, because I will fight not to be that, because I recognize that people are going through things and maybe they didn't mean to be that way. And so I try to show people how to be better. Do I know how to be better? Maybe not, but it's better than nothing. It's better than not having anybody try anything. So if you see something going on around you, if you see people struggling, you know what? Open up your mouth and try to help, because maybe that help could be the one thing that is the difference between them maybe, driving their car off of a cliff or getting through another day. You don't know. You have no fucking idea. Truth. So I know I went off a little bit today, but I know in case anybody got to jump on and can't stay on, for the full hour or whatever, I didn't go back and forth with your comments. I'm going to now, but I wanted to drive this in because I wanted you guys to recognize that this is life and we ain't getting out of here alive. This much we know. The world around us is cray cray. We are back again to more cray cray, more division. I have no words. So I'm just trying to keep everybody on a positive note and to be real. Because you know what? Some people don't want to hear this. What do you mean, Karen? No, it's his fault. No, it's her fault. Okay, maybe. But now it's your fault because you're allowing this to live there because you've allowed it to have that space. So my message to you is no one's coming to save you. And we need to support one another. We need to be others' cheerleaders. We need to let people know that they make a difference. And I saw the comments on Facebook and stuff, and when people say to me, I'm a role model, I'm an inspiration, they can relate. I that's why sometimes I got to go in deep like this, because guess what? There are people that need to hear this. And maybe no one tells them this, And so I'm telling you, and whether you wanted to hear it or not, you're here. So hear my words. I'm going to keep saying them, and I'm going to come in this way. I'm going to come in that way. I'm going to come in that way. And maybe eventually one day what I say will make sense and you will be able to own it. The same way that person that's struggling and that's overweight and wants to lose weight, wants to feel better, wants to look better, the same way that there's going to be that day, God willing, that they're going to make a change and say, you know what? I'm no longer going to be trapped inside of myself. I'm going to get healthy and I'm going to do this for me. No one else is going to do this for me. It's got to be me. So I see I'm really behind on comments. I'm going to jump on there. Now I see Sylvia's here. Good morning. You might not still be here, but Lisa, my Lisa is on here. Wanted to stop by. Good morning. We miss you. Raymond is the knight in the white horse, huh? Jose, holding yourself accountable and acting on your own to make self-improvements. Learn from others. If you're the smartest person in the room, there's something wrong. And more importantly, learn to listen and talk less. Yes, and I believe I was absolutely talking about that, right? Hold on, the comments. Okay, they're not that far behind. I guess you guys were listening. Also, stop renting space in your head. It's a problem. I see more. I guess more lately. Maybe that was meant to say. Diane, you're strong, Karen, along with putting things in the right positive perspective. Thank you, Diane. Eunice, I miss you too, honey. Happy to have you. Good morning, Pauline. Lisa, wow, your strength is admirable. Karen, Noah is his father's son. Thank you, Lisa. That is scared. I do know if I can sleep. Okay. Yes. Okay. And let me see. Michael Stamos, I see you here. Rita M, good morning. You are the only one responsible for your happiness. Yep, that's right, Rita. Bob, good morning. There's Pete. Good morning, Pete. True words. You know me, Lisa. I keep it real. Amy, good morning. Good morning, Joe Q. Michael Stamos. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. We can surprise ourselves with what we can do when life throws a storm at you. That is very true. But when the going gets tough, people get going because they don't want to stick around. So you got to get tougher. Diane, life is a bitch and you need just to keep plugging along. Nothing gonna change my love. Lisa, and everything you are saying I agree with, but mental strength is required for all of it. That's true. For any type of change or improvement of oneself. Your mental strength is very strong, Karen. It's okay to get sad and cry and make choices that may need improvement. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. That's what I was saying. The only time it's not okay is if you're not learning from your mistakes and you're blaming other people for your behavior. That's when it's not okay. So I know straight up that what I do when I make a bad choice, I own it. It's my choice. But I don't blame somebody else for it. You know, how many alcoholics blame the person that they're with you see, this is why I drink. Oh, okay. That's why. Hi, Angela. Marianne, good morning, Karen. I just tuned in and the topic today is, yeah, well, I'm sorry. That was a big one. Each morning we are grateful to wake up is one less day on this earth. Every day is important. Life is a box of surprises, right, Eunice? Absolutely. Hold on. Let me see. Jose, that's where I am. I ignore the cray cray. My world is cray cray enough to worry about things that are not in my control. I take care of me and mine and those closest to me. Right. And I get that, but sometimes, you have to go the extra steps and maybe, you can help take care of somebody that isn't part of your, crew or whatever. I think that I mean, I know we have to take care of ourselves first. And that goes 110%. You guys all know that we I always give you the on the airplane, right? If the cabin pressure goes down and the mask come down, put the mask on yourself first before helping others. Again, if you do not take care of yourself, you are useless to others. When the mask comes down, if you put the mask on you, you can save 100 other people. If the mask comes down and you put it on somebody else, you've now only helped one. So remember that. Sylvia, I'm here. I feel your pain, Karen. I am a listener. Whenever someone needs me, I'm there. I can't say the same for others. You're right. The only person that's going to be there for you is you. Mary and Karen, I do not know what the topic is. Honey, I've been talking for an hour. And if you want to catch up, please, when I finish this, rewind and watch it. I was just keeping it real today. Basically the moral of the story is that no one is going to save you but you. And that's where I was today. So do me a favor, you guys, share this video and put something on the top of it saying maybe you need to hear this today. Because I think that if more people try to get these messages out, that the world would be a better place. So I put myself out there because I want to make a difference, and I know that I do. I see the amazing things that people say, the things that people write to me, and everything else, and I am truly, truly grateful that I mean, people may think, oh, well, it's only a few people. I'll take it. I'll take it. Because if more people cared enough to make a difference to even one other person, think about how many people in the world we would have. Think about that. So do me a favor, share out this video, even after I go off, and you want to share this out. Thank you, Lisa, for that. I appreciate that. I think it will make a difference, and people can watch this whenever they need to. Sometimes we need a reminder. So I want to say I love you all. I thank you for listening. I apologize that I did not come on yesterday, but I wasn't pouring from an empty cup. So tomorrow we'll talk about something fun, unless something else freaking hits me that I want to talk about. But I hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday. It is hump day. If you can't inspire someone, then, go hump them. I don't know what to say. But I love you guys. Thank you for sharing the video. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for listening. Thank you always for your continued support. Thank you to those of you that reached out to me, for those of you that, commented, and it really, really, thank you so much for the prayers, because, a lot of people, I believe in the power of the prayer, and I greatly appreciate and thank everybody that was here for us, and that's here for each other. And I do believe in the power of prayer. Okay, so I love you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for sitting here with me. I'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. for Coffee Talk with Karen, live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. Don't forget, we are live on the Karen Stacy page on Facebook. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe. We are live on the Real Talk Coffee Talk group. You can join the group and join your friends. And please go on YouTube and subscribe. Real Talk Karen Stacy. As well as on Twitch, Real Talk Karen Stacy, and I will upload this to all major podcasts so that you can hear this message whenever you need it. Love you guys. Ciao, ciao. Let me end this one. Yeah, baby. If you missed our last two events, you missed a lot of fun with great people that know how to party.
Go, girl. Go, mama.
Nothing better than the old school, mature crowd, making new friends, making new memories, and living life as it's meant to be. Together, having fun, and enjoying ourselves. My name is Karen Stacy, and I have my own talk show.
Shit handshake for the elderly. Shit handshake for I fucking can.
Make sure you tune into my talk show, Coffee Talk with Karen, weekdays at 11 a.m. And make sure you tune into Real Talk with Karen Stacy, Tuesday evenings. You can find me on all social media platforms. Make sure you follow. Make sure you subscribe. You can find me on all podcast platforms as well. So we keep it old school. We have fun, and it's great people meeting great people. Let's spread some love and light in this world and get back to living again. I can't wait to see you guys soon. Made so many great memories, so many new friends. I don't know. It's freaking awesome, man. So I will see you guys really, 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 really soon. Don't forget to tune in. I love you. Bye.